For those of you who struggle with guilt about resting and relaxing, I know it's just not me. Okay? I know a lot of us deal with this, and a lot of my clients have expressed this to me. But there's a special kind of guilt that you feel when you actually relax and take care of yourself. I'm going to validate you. And if you just spend a few minutes with me, let me validate the reason that you deserve to be able to relax. And that I believe learning how to rest and truly relax is a revolution. Number one, if you experience any form of narcissistic abuse ever in your life, and I know a lot of us who are high priestesses that have incarnated in this lifetime where we are free to operate in our spiritual gifts, we oftentimes attract partners who have deep generational wounds. So, number one, CPTSD. That's complex trauma, stress disorder from having prolonged abuse throughout your lifetime. Number two, anxiety disorders. Number three, depression, persistent sadness, hopelessness, loss of interest in life. Sometimes things just don't feel as good as they used to. You don't enjoy things as much as you used to. Yeah, you don't have to feel bad about that. All right. Emotional dysregulation, mood swings, outbursts, feeling emotionally numb, just nonchalant, like I don't care about anything anymore. Disassociation, feeling like you need to detach from your reality, maybe even detach from your body, maybe even detach and just zone out. You don't have to feel bad about that. I'm not done. Just keep listening, because by the time you finish watching this video, I want to make sure that you leave here feeling validated, that you deserve to rest, and whatever you need to do to situate your life where you can do that, no matter if people try to make you feel guilty when you start doing it, you come back to this video, save this video so that you could reaffirm and validate your own self. The next one, low self-esteem. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I experience low self-esteem. All right. This is an effect that you have after you have experienced any form of narcissistic abuse. Guilt and self-blame. You take responsibility for other people's actions. Oftentimes negative things that happen that other people do. You will find yourself feeling like you're to blame somehow. Trust issues. Maybe you have a strong fear of being betrayed, so it's hard for you to form friendships. And this is why a lot of women aren't forming new friendships. And that's a topic for another time, because sister wounds is a very real thing, just like mother wounds, which I've written a really good blog about. You can read on my website. You definitely want to read that, because a lot of relationship stress that we have, we don't have to be having once we figure out why we're having it. People pleasing and codependency. Yeah, overgiving, taking too much onto your plate, trying to avoid conflict with people. Yep, that's from narcissistic abuse. Identity erosion. You lost a sense of yourself. You don't really have hobbies. You're finding yourself going through life just doing tasks and what you need to do, what you expected to do. But who am I? What are my dreams? What are my passions? What are my goals? What are my desires? What is my soul's purpose? What is my mission? What do I really want to invest my time and energy into? It's okay. I have lost a sense of self, and I'm still figuring out as I go. And that's what makes everything that come through me really special, because I'm not presenting this to you as if I have accomplished everything. I have accomplished a lot. But there are things that I'm still working on. And one of those things is I lose myself in my relationships, and I completely forget who I am. I lost myself in motherhood, and I took on the identity of a mother and did not know who my true core self really was. Cognitive dissonance, confusion. This comes from being gaslit. It actually damages the brain. You can even have feelings of feeling trapped. Feel like no matter what you do, nothing changes. All of this is an effect that happens as a result of narcissistic abuse. Now let's go through some of the physical symptoms. Chronic fatigue. That comes from constantly being stressed. So your adrenals, your hypothalamus, your HPA axis is messed up, it's out of whack. insomnia, sleep disorders, having nightmares, restlessness, autoimmune disorders. That includes Hashimoto's, lupus, fibromyalgia. Do you feel achy? Especially like around your cycle time? Because I'm really speaking to my ladies right now about this. Because a lot of us feel guilty for wanting to rest. And a lot of us feel guilty when the weekend comes and kids want to do stuff, but we just literally don't have the energy to do it. Digestive issues, irritable bowel syndrome. It could be nausea. It could just be being bloated, having gas, not digesting foods, sensitivities to foods, things that you used to eat and you can't really eat it anymore. Hormonal imbalances, cortisol spikes. This is what give you that fupa down there that's hard to get rid of. Thyroid dysfunction. I'm dealing with that. Irregular periods. Maybe your heartbeat is irregular. A lot of these things are happening as a result of your hormones changes. And I'm in my late 40s now. So I'm experiencing perimenopause. And those symptoms it would take me a whole other video to go over that. So there is an overlap. This is just one aspect. Hormonal imbalances multiply if you're in my age group or even younger, because women in their 20s are starting to have perimenopause symptoms. Chronic pain, unexplained body aches, migraines, head just hurting. Sometimes you wake up with a headache. Muscle tension, especially like in the neck and the shoulders and the hips. Those are usually the main areas. Weakened immune system. Do it seem like you catch everything that come passing through now? Maybe you didn't get sick as much. Maybe you didn't catch colds that often. Maybe you didn't have that many allergies and sinus infections. High blood pressure, chest pain, feeling short of breath, fluctuation in your weight. It's usually stress induced. Skin conditions, eczema. It could be hives. Your hair could even start to fall out. Memory problems. This is the cognitive area. Can't even remember what the hell you walked to the refrigerator to get. And you don't remember what you went to the refrigerator to get until you go back and sit down, and then now you're too damn tired to get up and go back to the refrigerator and get what you was going to get. I get it. I ain't done. I want to validate you. I'm going to give you some more. Difficulty concentrating. Kind of like an ADHD kind of thing. Whether you diagnose or not, you know if you're having some symptoms. Decision making. It's hard sometimes. You second guess yourself. This is why I use pendulums and dowsing rods to help me make decisions. I've been telling y'all, like, you got to get some tools. You can't keep hoping things are going to get better if you're not doing anything to help that. That will help you make decisions. And that's because of kinesiology. And kinesiology is the study of the muscles. The subconscious mind responds seconds before the conscious mind does. And this is why pendulums and dowsing rods are so accurate, even been used by the military, not just ancient indigenous spiritual practices. All right. Depersonalization, feeling like you're literally living in somebody else's life or that your body isn't yours. Isolation, we call it hermit mode. Dark night of the soul. You withdraw from friends and family. You just feel like you got a lot on your plate. You just don't want to be peopling. Most of the time, you people because you got to people, but it's not really because you want to be peopling. But maybe in the past, you used to be a people person. I can relate to that. Hyper independence. You afraid to ask people to help you. You feel like you got to do everything on your own. Attachment disorders. Maybe you're more anxious attached than you used to be. Maybe you're disorganized attached. We're going to talk about that. All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a video about that very soon. So stay tuned and stay tapped in. Maybe you are attracted to people with narcissistic tendencies. It's a subconscious thing. You're trying to heal the narcissistic wound, but your subconscious mind is taking over and attracting people with narcissistic tendencies into your life so that you reenact the shit that you already been through that you're supposed to heal. But once you heal it, then you can move on. And this is why some relationships with some people don't stay strong, because they were attracted because of our wounding. But once you learn the lesson, it's nothing to hold you together anymore. Those are trauma bonds, relationships masquerading, but they're really trauma reenactments. Loss of social confidence. You're afraid that you're going to be judged for shit. This is why I do this. And emotional burnout. Just feeling drained, even by healthy relationships. So don't feel guilty, okay? And when it start to come up in you, Come back to this video, watch this, and then rest.